Morning, everybody. This is just, I just realized that I'm hours away from the East Coast, so this is probably about the time we go live. Don't. You've been completely silent since I've been sitting here making my coffee. The second I start talking to the phone, you start making noise. No. Good morning. Sorry, you caught me in the middle of the... She's literally, I tested it out. I sat here for 10 minutes and she sat here quietly enjoying the beautiful looking around. The second I go on live and I start talking, like, she's got to start making noise. So I'm going to try to do some tricks while we're talking here. This isn't going to be long, guys, because I got to drive today. So I'm in Washington at the famous GearJammer. And interesting place. It's where my clock ran out, so we had to spend our 34 here. So thanks, Dar. That's comforting, because I've been wondering, like, is she really doing this, like, right when? Because she does it when I'm starting to talk on the phone with my broker, like, you know, in the middle of the night. She'll do that too. Good morning, Wilburner. Good morning, Max Force. Good morning, Six Semper Tyrannus. On the way in, kids. Vanessa Smithy, good morning to you too. Thank you, Vanessa. Welcome, everybody, to another new week kickoff here at Shane and Thomas Trucking. This is where I say good morning to you, have our first coffee of the week together to celebrate life and kick off the new week. Jersey Truckers in the house. This Trucking Life is in the house. Good morning. I really enjoyed a video yesterday. I'll talk about it in a second. How are you doing, this Trucking Life? How's the Walmart thing going? Audio's good, thank you. Chief Freight Hauler looks like he's first in the house. Good morning. I want to choke this dog sometimes. I love you. Go truck yourself. Did I mention you? I'm sorry. Okay, let's see. To make sure I got everybody. Southbound Pachyderm. What are the best lanes out of Washington? Okay, so this is what I got going on. It was really crappy when I was looking for loads, and so I found one. I kind of seen it when I was looking at the boards, and I was like, okay. And the only thing that worked to my advantage in that load was that I could utilize it to take a 34 and get myself back on schedule, which I needed to do. So I was like, okay, that one looks like it could work. I'll keep looking, because, you know, the rate wasn't so great, but none of the rates are great. So I kept looking, and I saw some potential. So there's freight. Like, I was coming out of the Seattle area, okay? I saw freight. It wasn't good paying freight. Didn't meet my cost per day. And so I called on the one that I was kind of keeping an eye on. I figured it would be gone, because I had to when I got here, let me get back up a little bit. When I got here, I had to deliver 5 loads. So it was really sketchy for me to try to book a load when I didn't really know how these loads were going to go out and when I was actually going to be completed with them, because I didn't know how fast they were going to be. So I was a victim of, you know, waiting till the last minute too. That was the other thing. So I had looked at that load in the morning before I was doing all my deliveries, so I didn't book anything yet. But the best lanes I saw was pretty much interstate and then down to California. So I wasn't happy, because and so there were some decent ones to Oregon. I didn't want to go to Oregon. I don't want to hang out over here. I got, God bless America. Jesus help me. Okay. So, sorry about that. So I got over here and made that adventure. It was amazing, and I'm ready to get back, right? I'm just more used to freight in the Midwest, and that's my comfort zone. However, I do like to get out of my comfort zone once in a while. So, I figured, I'm like, okay, I was waiting, and I figured I was gonna have to eat it like really bad. So I'm thinking, my mind's already set. Like, okay, how far am I gonna have to deadhead to the next good load, right? No wheel burner today. No wheel burner's working, Jersey trucker. So what I found was that load that I was keeping an eye on. By the time I was done with all my loads, it was still there. But at this time, it was after the pickup time. That was the other thing too. I didn't think I could make the pickup time, and I did have to deadhead 87 miles to get there. But I called about it anyway because it was still there, and it was like, okay, maybe because no one took this load, I might be able to take advantage of that. And if I still have time to go get it, because it's Friday, right? I'm sure these people want to get it off. So maybe I can negotiate an advantage in the whole thing, right? Because like I said, it worked with my 34, puts me back on schedule, and it puts me in Denver, okay? It's funny because I've been probably one of the biggest people whining about, I'll never go to Denver again. Okay, well, thanks to Snorlord and Randy. Like, they hooked me up this one time. In trucking. I got a really good load out of there. That was a multi-stop, and it took me all the way back across the country. As a matter of fact, that's the load me and Kinley took back. Okay? If you guys watched, I had my granddaughter. We went boop and then back. So I was like, well, I kicked so much butt on that load, and the shipper, the customer, was so impressed with how I did it. That was delivering it on the 3rd of July. I kind of, they remember me right now. I'm still warm in their mind. So I was like, all right, there's a possibility that I could get into Denver in the air, right? Just let me get to Denver. Then there's a high probability that I can call that customer and say, hey, I'm in the area. Is there anything I can do for you, right? And then get another good paying load back out east. So that's my adventure I'm on. I did talk to her on Friday, and so she's happy and excited, but she didn't have her freight list yet. So she asked me to send her my location details. I'm delivering in the Denver area in the morning. So I'm going to send her a little bit more detail than that, and then she's going to see what she's got for me. So that's how I'm riding this whole thing out. Okay? That's the long answer, but I was going to tell you like how my week, how my day, or what my situation's going on anyway. So there it all is mushed up into one. Wheel burner, I hope you're well, sir. And Dart, my dog, okay, we read that. All right, Chief Freight Hauler says, I'm doing a Kentucky 34 outside. I'm doing Kentucky 34 outside of Detroit. Thinking of getting an Uber. Any suggestions on to visit? In Detroit? Oh my gosh. If you're a museum guy, the Detroit Science Center is the bomb. It's really cool. And so I would recommend that. There is casinos right down there that are pretty cool. I would recommend that. Is it baseball season? I would tell you to go to a baseball game, but I don't know about the baseball thing. Yeah, Detroit's got a lot of stuff to do, but that's what I would do. And if you're really feeling fancy, this is my favorite spot in Detroit. But you got to get dressed, right? This is a 5-star restaurant. There's a somewhat of a dress code. So if you want to get all dressed up and cleaned up, and if you do, you need to take pictures for us and put them on your channel. Because take yourself out. There's a restaurant called the Coach Insignia. Okay? This is in the Renaissance Center building, which is like the tall glass building that says GM on top. It's humongous. And you could probably catch a concert down there too. There's I think there's still concerts down there. But anyway, you go into the Renaissance Center and then you take an elevator up to a certain floor. I forget the floor, but it's like maybe in the middle of the building, maybe at the bottom. I can't remember. And so there's a concierge outside the elevator, right? And so you come up and you see if you can get in. Or I think they probably take reservations. I'm sorry about the doggy, guys. So then they let you in, right? Then they get you in the elevator, and you have to take the elevator all the way to the top of the building. And it's right at the top of the building. The whole top of the building is a glass restaurant. And amazing restaurant. Like, it's just cool. The whole experience is just cool, but they do not play. Like, this is a very nice experience. The restaurant's beautiful. You can see over into Canada. You can see all of Detroit when you get up there. Like, it's amazing. That's the number one thing to do in Detroit, in my opinion. It's called the Coach Insignia. It's at the very top of the Renaissance building. That's all glass and says GM on it. So do that. And if you do, you better try to do some YouTube. But you got to get cleaned up. Like, it's more like if you're dressy casual, you'll be able to get in there. But if you're just like in your chocolate clothes, they won't even let you in there. Truckin' with T-Bone says, good morning. Good morning, Truckin' with T-Bone. I saw your video. I haven't got to watch it yet, but it's on my list today. Wheelburner says, I'm still in bed drinking coffee. Jersey. Wheelburner, you drink coffee in bed? Oh, speaking of my coffee, I haven't even really got my coffee. It's a mistake. So, my question is, how do you drink coffee in bed, Wheelburner? That's what America wants to know right now. Okay, let me catch up. Everybody saying hi. Tolga is in the house. Nomadic Brit is in the house. He says, I just came from Denver, then dropped down to Dallas, and now I'm in Arkansas heading to Chicago. Yeah, I'm not sure if I can even get one of those loads in the Denver thing that I was talking about, but I'm going to try. These people like me because I did a good job for them. So I'm trying to, this is the building or the relationship part, right? Like, I'm trying to do another good service for them. So now we're getting to know each other, right? Stop. Everybody's talking to each other. Does the dog need to go to the bathroom? No, go truck yourself. And I'm sorry, I know she's driving you crazy. I just took her out for a long walk. We just went potty before I came back in here. And then she sat quiet. And then, as soon as she heard me talking, like, she decided to be a little pain in the butt. So I'm trying to just keep her pacified, but I realize she tends to get anxious when I'm talking to the phone. Stop doing that, and I don't know what it is. Like, it's not like I'm not sitting here touching her and paying attention to her, but yeah, Dar says it's an attention thing. Chief Ray Heller says, sound great. Well, a colored shirt and khakis get me in, or do I need a shirt and tie? A shirt and tie would be better. Tigers have a game this afternoon. Yeah, I mean, baseball game, right? That if they're having one and it's there, like, I would do that. Aaron Petticord is in the house. Hey, Aaron, what's up? I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. I missed you, Aaron. Did you figure out the air temperature issue? You know, it is what it is. It's hot. I had some crazy idea because I was coming up to the top of the country that I was going to be escape the heat and in the nice cool weather, which it is cooler up here. Okay, it is cooler, but it was still 93 degrees yesterday. It's different kind of cool, right? Or heat, because there's breeze. And so I've got to drive today, guys. I got to get to Denver by Tuesday morning to deliver this load, and I am at the GearJammer now in Yakima, Washington. So that's about 1,200 miles. So we're gonna rock today. I hope you all gotten a little bit relief through the week, you know, and please reach over and hit that like button, because it says I got 15, but it says I only got 6 likes. Who doesn't like coffee with me? Like, come on. No matter, Britt says I delivered 5,500 gallons. 5,500 gallons of antifreeze to ConocoPhillips in Denver. Great scenery. Oh my God. Look, these mountains blew me away. I thought I was tough and did some mountains on the East Coast. I will never come here when it's anywhere near cold weather. To the guys that chain and run this route in the wintertime, salute, respect. Holy crap, not this girl. I'm not doing that. It's treacherous enough to drive it in the sunshine. Like, wow, what an experience. I had to get it out of my system though, right? I had to drive it. Now I've been there, done that. I've run around freight the Seattle area. I'm not afraid of that anymore. It's getting across those mountains that is the thing, right? So I like to grow. I like to spread my wings. I like to experience different stuff. You know, that's what I'm out here to do. To get better, to get stronger, to learn more. And that's really what this trip was about. And I made a nice ticket on it too. So, you know, when everything lines up like that, I guess Shannon's going outside of her comfort zone. But I'm excited because I got some states on my list. I got Idaho, but I think I had Idaho, and I got North Dakota, which I had never driven through or been to, and I got Washington. So I got 2 more states on my list. So now I've never been to California. I've never been to Oregon. I really should go to Oregon while I'm over here, but I'm not. I'll do it next year or something. Oregon, no Cali, no Oregon, no New Hampshire, no Massachusetts. I think I actually went to Massachusetts though. I'm not sure, but yeah, all those little teeny tiny states up there in the top by Canada. No, I haven't done those, and I'm not trying to do those, but I've been to every other state now, and so I've been driving 4 years, 3 years, 4 years. Let's see. Cheap Ray Holler says, I may end up going to Colorado after getting unloaded tomorrow, looking at a load going to Commerce City. Okay. Yeah, so my strategy is when I go get that money going into a dead freight area, Like, first of all, you got to calm yourself down. Know, like, okay, if I take it in, I'm going to bite it a little bit coming out. The important thing is you keep moving, right? And cheap freight hauler, I know you know about your cost per day thing, right? You might eat a half a day, you might eat a whole day there, but you know what? Even you got to move. So the faster you can get this, like the spanking over with, like just get it over with, and then get to the next load. Like you just gotta keep moving, and you recover. Like it's not gonna hurt you, and you're definitely not gonna sit. And you know, in the past, over me watching and trying to learn about all this stuff, like people are all kinds of whining about sitting, and there's no free, blah, blah. You go get it. Go, like whatever. What's the shortest deadhead you can get to some gas money? You gotta stay moving, you know? You don't sit. I understand pride, men. I love you. I love you, men, and I love you for being men, and I love that you're proud and you want to stand your ground. But sitting is not it. Aaron says, I've been super, super busy. Thanks, miss your bubble personality. Thank you, Aaron. Headed to Denver Monday morning, there Wednesday. Hey, guys, if you can get freight coming out, booked ahead, that's your best bet. All right? I'm no pro, but I'm just saying, like, it's just like any other place. If you know you're gonna get a little poke going out of there, then you book it ahead. Try to get something going on. Try to negotiate your rates. It can happen. Don't just use, look, I've got more apps because brokers are like really getting to their own apps and stuff like that. But I'm telling you, even that, now that I've got, you know, I look at more apps, making relationships with the brokers in the areas that you want to run, you got to analyze and look at who's got the most freight. Like, pick those people out. Go do some work for them. Because they have, you know, they got the freight in those areas. You know, there's usually in a region, there's usually 2 or 3 top brokers. Like, start analyzing the boards like that. Look, go to different states. Look at who's got freight there all the time. You want to utilize that information to help you understand, like, okay, I need to go get good with these guys, because I want to come to Colorado and I want to make sure I can stay moving, right? Toga says, I can get it, ma'am. This month is going to be extreme heat cycle around the world. Oh my gosh. I was hoping it was over. At the northern part, just 1 week left though, then we will see more standard weather conditions. Yeah, Snorlord's in the house. Hey, Snorlord. I'm sipping on some Starbucks this morning. I know that you're going to be like, lame. You know what? Snorlord's a good friend because he tells me when I'm lame. And he's not chicken. That's what I love about him. Like, he just says what it is. And I'm the same way, so I respect that in a person, you know? We're saying good morning to Snorlord. Cheap Freight Hauler says, gotta run. Have a great week, everyone. Cheap Freight Hauler, awesome. Be safe out there, brother. And I still need some more likes. It's a thing. I need 3 more likes. Who hasn't hit the like yet? Hit the like on the way in and hit the like on the way out. Business is done. Oh, speaking of business. Okay, I know I say every week I've been working really hard on my business. Okay, well, I have to take a 34. For some reason, it's grueling to me to scan in my receipts to my account, and it literally only takes a couple seconds. Because she has a fancy app and I just scan everything in. I swear it's daunting mentally. I don't even know why. But last night, and that's what I do. When I take my 34-hour breaks, I got to get my business taken care of. I have another business that is a property management business. And so it's not just this company that I have. So yesterday was the day that I had to get this stuff caught up with that, and then caught up on the stuff with my my property management company. And I really like, the more you put off stuff, it's no good. Good morning, Truckers Education Network. I hope everything's good at the house over there. For those of you that don't know, like Jeff had tennis ball size hailstorm over his house. It was just his house, no one else's. And it damaged a lot of stuff. So prayers for his family, please. And I know he's got insurance, so you don't have to worry. But, you know, I'm sure that's a painful situation to go through. So, I hope everything is well over there, sir. Or at least getting there. Yeah, hit the thumbs up. Oh, okay, we got it's even now. Thanks, guys. Okay, so I don't know if that helps or not. Okay, but it's just housekeeping, right? And I did my housekeeping. Let me ask you guys this. Do you clean your truck once a week? Like, what's your cleaning schedule? I'm a girl with a kangaroo. So, it is daily. And my truck is new, right? So, it is daily that I clean this truck. However, sometimes it has to wait till Saturday. And, but I vacuum every single day. And but you know, the straightening up, the organization, the straightening stuff and putting everything, you know, some things get a little out of place and things like that. That happens. So, and then the wipe down, right? I try to do that over the weekend. But I was so busy, so I did vacuum a bunch of times, but I put things away, but I was so busy with paperwork and catching up on my business stuff that I didn't get the major detailing done. But I did buy a new air freshener. Mangoes. I love it. So we're smelling fresh. Jeff says 3 cars destroyed, camper may be destroyed, and house is damaged, needs new roof, siding, windows. What a mess. Hey Jeff, this could be a blessing. Okay, follow me on this. You got insurance, right? You were talking about adding on to the house anyways for our terminal, right? I mean, maybe this is going to provide the funds to make that happen, Jeff. I'm thinking there's a blessing in this thing, okay? Right? Expand. And the insurance will cover it. I think this could work out. Pole barn needs a new roof. Oh man. I wonder if does your house have a metal roof too, or just the pole barn? 3 cars destroyed. Okay, so my question is this. Camper may be destroyed. Oh yeah, okay. Let me ask you this. So let's say they come and total everything. Do they take those vehicles then? And or what? Like how does that work? Do you get to keep them even though they're damaged, or do they make you like turn them into somebody? Snorler says Jeff's house will not make a good terminal and not enough parking. Well, there's like a field next to it. So all he's got to do is like level that part out, and then it has a huge parking lot. He says, yes, they do, but you can buy them back from salvage. Because I'm thinking, look, I would like to buy the boss's car on the low. Even though it's beat up, like, I'm okay with secondhand things. And, I'm just saying, you know, that would be cool. Yeah, I'm talking about the 5-acre field, Jeff. That's a perfect parking lot. Okay, so lots of encouragement goes out to the Lake tribe over there because they need your prayers. This is a horrific disaster that they have to go through. They are able to still live in their house and be okay, so they're okay. I just think, you know, sometimes you don't know how God's going to bless you. And he meets the needs always on time. So, you know, the boss might have wanted a new car anyways, right? So, you could build a bigger barn now. And, you know, all you got to do is flatten out that parking lot over there. I think it's the plan. Snowlord says, inviting a bunch of us truck drivers to the house, what could go wrong? I think we're all settled down. Maybe a little bit. You know. It's me and Snorlord you'd have to worry about, like, getting on the those hovercraft little skateboard things and racing around. We'd be just going buck wild with that. Like playing hockey or something, right? In the parking lot. Midlife Trucker. Tom Bell is in the house. Hey, Midlife Trucker. Welcome in. Give me 20 acres and I'll turn this truck around. All right. Excited business is, you know, go to Jeff's channel, Truckers Education Network. He's talking about the business growing. If you're wondering how we're doing over here and how I'm doing at Like Trucking. Everything's good. I'm plugging away. Staying focused, staying busy. Big Rig CEO is in the house. Good morning from Arkansas. I'm in Washington. Truckers Education Network says, I keep full coverage on everything, even the boss's 12-year-old Challenger. Hey, I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying, Jeff? Blessings in disguise. I'll take the 12-volt Challenger on the cheap. You know, I'll take it off her hands, even if it's beat up. I'm just saying. And you got a pickup truck? Because I really need a pickup truck. Did a pickup truck happen to get damaged in the storm? Or, hey, maybe a lot of people's pickup trucks got damaged, right? So now what I need to do is figure out the salvage yard that all these nice trucks are going to that got beat up, and I need to go get me a pickup truck from there. Do they auction that stuff off? Do they repair it and then sell it? It's all, I've never learned that stuff before, so that's interesting. Yeah, blessings in disguise. I pooped in because it said Quickie in the title. Clickbait. No, it is a Quickie. We've been on here 30 minutes. On my watch and on my schedule, that's a quick live. Copart and Davison. Do you know what's best about working with Mr. Like? He knows everything. If I have a question, he has the answer. Just saying. I appreciate that about you, partner. Thank you. You know, the smarter he gets, and I ask all the questions to get smarter, and then I get the answers, I get smarter. It's great. Okay, guys, so it's time for me to do my pre-trip. I got to get rolling. I don't want to waste any time. It's already almost 7 o'clock here in the morning, and I got to put down at least 600 miles today. So that's my goal. I want to wish everybody a great week. Keep plugging away. Keep negotiating, man. I feel like I've been getting a little bit of grease lately, so just get focused and really start building relationships and really start working on these discussions with these brokers. That's my best advice, because it's working for me, and that's all I can say. Thank you for having coffee with me this morning, and I appreciate you all. And God bless your week. Keep you safe out there. And I'm going to ask you to pray for all the guys that are facing the job loss because of the strikes, even though secretly, like, we all want it to happen for our benefit. Enough said on that. But there are families involved, right? Just keep that in mind. Above all things, these are other men with family. These are other women with families. We don't want to wish the taking away of the livelihood on anyone. Even though I know we're like, yeah, go on strike. We need better rates. That's pretty selfish of us all. But I'm just being real. And the other thing is that What else can I say that's encouraging? Just stick it out, man. The thing about us is that we do best, I think, besides complaining, and I don't try to complain, but a lot of truckers do. I think the best people out here and the best professionals are the guys that make every effort to do the best with what they have been given. Okay? And that should trickle down into yourself too. And I know I'm working on myself to be a better version of myself like every day, and it's an amazing journey. So I invite you to do the same. Stop eating sugar. I love you guys. Have a great week. Until next week or before, who knows? I love you. Take care. Later, my little taters. You're not little taters. My big taters. No, but God bless you guys. Thanks for tuning in. And we'll catch up later.